Stevie Nicks, an ordinary waitress, overcame all to become a legend of rock and pop. However, she also experienced harsh challenges, cocaine addiction, betrayal, and tumultuous personal secrets. Her love story, with its troubled love affairs and complicated sex life, led Stevie to decide to stay single for life. Her journey is a mixture of glory, pain, and tumultuous trials, shaping a great female artist. Stevie Nicks was born on May 26, 1948, in Phoenix, Arizona, into a family with a musical background. Her father, Jesse Nicks, was a vice president of Greyhound, and her mother, Barbara Nicks, worked as a janitor. Because of her father's work, the Nicks family moved several times, living in cities such as Albuquerque, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Salt Lake City. As a child, Stevie's grandfather, A.J. Nicks, wanted to take her on tour with him, but her parents did not agree. However, A.J. introduced Stevie to music by playing her records and encouraging her to sing. On her 16th birthday, Stevie received her first Goya guitar and immediately began writing songs. Her first song, Loved and Not Lost, was inspired by a friend named Steve with whom she had a crush in high school. This was the beginning of Stevie Nicks' successful musical journey. Stevie Nicks joined her first band, The Changing Times, a folk rock band. It was there that she met Lindsey Buckingham, her future romantic partner and musical partner. The two met at a club where Lindsey was performing California Dreaming, and immediately connected over their similar musical tastes. At the time, Buckingham was a member of the psychedelic rock band Fritz, which was looking for a lead singer after its previous member went off to college. Stevie, with her singing and songwriting abilities, quickly became the perfect fit. Meanwhile, Nicks studied speech communication at San Jose State University. The combination of Stevie and Lindsey created a legendary musical duo, helping to lay the foundation for their later illustrious musical careers. Although she attended San Jose State University, Stevie Nicks dropped out of college to pursue a music career with Lindsey Buckingham. The pair signed with Polito Records and released their debut album, Buckingham Nicks, in 1973. However, the album was not successful and they were dropped by the label. These hardships were just the beginning of a challenging period in Stevie's life. She and Buckingham faced financial struggles, while struggling with depression and paying bills. To survive, Stevie took on multiple jobs as a waitress and housekeeper, praying for a miracle. However, the miracle she received was not what she expected. She gradually became addicted to cocaine, losing herself in a dark life. During the difficult days of working as a waitress to make a living, Stevie Nicks was almost financially bankrupt, which not only pushed her into a miserable situation but also tore her heart, causing her to decide not to love anyone anymore. However, at a crucial moment, Lindsey Buckingham received an invitation from Mick Fleetwood, who wanted him to replace guitarist Bob Welch, who had left the band to pursue a solo career. Lindsey insisted that if he joined Fleetwood Mac, he would not be able to do without Stevie, as they were a perfect duo when combined. Therefore, Stevie and Lindsey became members of Fleetwood Mac. This joining opened a golden age for the band, making Fleetwood Mac a big name not only in the UK but also in the US. However, this success came with its own challenges. Like many other famous rock bands, Fleetwood Mac relied heavily on drugs to sustain their top performances, and this had a profound effect on Stevie, pushing her into a battle with addiction. Stevie Nicks was told that cocaine use was just a part of the fun and not dangerous. However, things began to change in 1986 when she went on tour in Australia and her drug addiction became serious. A plastic surgeon warned Stevie that she could stop breathing on stage if she did not stop using cocaine. Faced with the danger, Stevie decided to check into the Betty Ford Center for Rehab, committing to beat her addiction in 30 days. Although she successfully stayed off drugs for a few months, the cravings kept coming back. Worried about a relapse, Stevie's friends advised her to see a psychiatrist. Doctors then prescribed her a sedative to help control her cravings. However, despite medical intervention, the battle with addiction continued to be an integral part of Stevie's life, marking her challenging years. Stevie Nicks has revealed that her biggest regret in life is not the man she married, but the decision to marry. Stevie's first love was Lindsey Buckingham, and their love story, while sweet, was bittersweet. The two met in high school, and Lindsey invited Stevie to join a rock band called Fritz. After Fritz disbanded, they formed their own group, Buckingham Nicks, and released their debut album. While the album was not a success, it was the stepping stone for both of them to join Fleetwood Mac. However, joining Fleetwood Mac marked the beginning of major problems in their relationship, and a tumultuous period in Stevie's life. Stevie Nicks has had a number of tumultuous relationships that have had a profound impact on her personal life and musical career. After splitting from Lindsey Buckingham for 2 years, Stevie's next relationship nearly tore Fleetwood Mac apart. She began a secret affair with Mick Fleetwood, a founding member of the band, while Mick was still married to Jenny Boyd. However, the relationship ended when Stevie discovered that Mick had been cheating on her with her best friend Sarah Wrecker. Stevie also had relationships with Eagles drummer John Hanley and Eagles musician J.D. Soder. However, Stevie's only marriage was to Kim Anderson, the husband of her deceased best friend. The marriage only lasted 3 months, and Stevie has admitted that it was the biggest regret of her life. "We got married after she died, and it was a terrible mistake," Stevie shares of their short and painful marriage. Stevie Nicks has shared that her marriage to Kim Anderson was not out of love, but out of deep grief after the death of her best friend. "We didn't marry because we loved each other, we married because we were grieving, and it was the only way we could feel like we were doing anything," Stevie said. After that brief marriage, she underwent a painful abortion due to her relationship with Don Healy. Stevie admitted that she never wanted to be a mother, and that was why she decided not to continue with motherhood. However, after her terrible decision, Stevie continued to search for meaning in her life and work. She said that motherhood was not her calling, and she felt that her calling could be to help and inspire other women, mothers, and wives. Stevie felt that her life's purpose might be to make women feel better, rather than being a mother or wife in the traditional way. One of the biggest rumors about Stevie Nicks is that she is a witch or practices dark magic, which has shadowed her entire career. This rumor was further fueled by the fact that many of her songs, especially Rhiannon, hinted that Stevie had connections to the supernatural. However, Stevie has never publicly admitted to being a witch or engaging in dark arts. She has explained that Rhiannon was not written out of personal occultism, but instead was inspired by the novel Triad, which she picked up at an airport bookstore. The plot of the book revolves around a goddess named Rhiannon, a figure with whom Stevie felt a connection. Although these rumors have died down over time, they have followed her throughout her career. Stevie has shared that she can cry when she remembers all the hardships and judgments she has faced. In 2014, Stevie Nicks landed a role on American Horror Story, marking her acting debut. In the series, she played a witch, a fitting choice given the image many had associated with her throughout her music career. Stevie clearly enjoyed the attention her fictional version of herself received, and she became a character that could be a witch, goddess, or sorceress, depending on how you look at it. Despite this, however, she maintained a realistic side to her life. While she loved touring with her longtime musical family, Stevie admitted that she was no longer interested in making albums. She felt that it was too expensive and might not sell as well as before, especially as the music industry changed drastically. At 74, Stevie Nicks has no plans to retire, claiming that retirement only makes people little. With a career spanning over 5 decades, the legendary American singer continues to pursue her passion for music, despite being out of the music industry for some time. Stevie has won numerous notable awards and nominations, including a Grammy for Album of the Year in 1978 for Rumors. Both Fleetwood Mac's albums Rumors and Belladonna were included in Billboard's list of the greatest albums of all time. Stevie now enjoys the celebrity lifestyle at her home in Santa Monica and has an estimated net worth of $120 million. Her career and life are testaments to a resilient, passionate, and creative woman. Do you remember Stevie Nicks songs? What's your favorite album? Share it with us in the comments and don't forget to check out our channel for more documentaries about pretty ladies of yesterday.